Hey guys, welcome to this channel. In this video, I'm going to be explaining you product management terminologies. I've already done two parts on these terminologies before. This is the third part. So if you're interested in checking out the first two parts, feel free to take a look at those. The first one consists product management terminologies that are core towards understanding market and product. The second one specifically talks about group, and this third one will talk more about the development terminologies in product management. So let's get started. Before I go into the video though, if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing to the channel for the best product management content. I am very active across both YouTube and Instagram. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop those in the comments or just drop a message on Instagram and I'll try to do my best in order to help you out. Let's get started. So number one is alpha and beta testing. You may have heard these terms when you may be using, say, certain products or apps, etc. The app is in beta or the website is in beta, etc. The idea is alpha is the initial testing phase of a product by a small group of end users. So you may have not seen the alpha version of the product, but what you may have seen is the beta version of the product, which is the final testing of a product by a larger group of external users before it is released to the overall market per se. Both of these are very important terms to know from the perspective of a product manager. Number two is customer feed. Information and insights about a product or a service is gathered directly from the customer through various methods like surveys, interviews, reviews, analytics, etc. etc. This is the customer feedback. The customer feedback also makes an impact on how the overall user journey looks like. If you put the qualitative customer feedback with quantitative customer feedback, that's the most ideal way of looking at this metric per se. Number three is product vision. This is the long-term goal or desired outcome for a product, often stated in the terms of the value it will provide to the end users and the impact it will have on the market. So your product vision may be to solve the problem around e-commerce, etc., which will enable the end users to achieve something. So the product vision is ideally a goal that the product will be achieving over, say, next 2, 3 or 4 years of the existence of the product. This again could, if you are in a dynamic industry like a fintech, this keeps changing according to the regulations that keep coming in the industry. Number four is product roadmap. This is again a high-level visual plan that outlines the goals and directions for a product or a product line over a specified period of time. This contains a list of features and initiatives that you'll take during this time in order to achieve the larger product vision per se. Number five is Scrum. This is an agile development framework that emphasizes small and cross-functional teams working collaboratively to deliver incremental updates to a product in short time frames called sprints. Now, when you have to develop a product, you need to break it down into specific goals, smaller goals. These smaller goals would be 30 days. For example, in the next 30 days, at least we should be able to build 10 features. In the subsequent one, we should be able to build, say, these 20 features, etc., etc. Number six is sprint planning. A meeting. Now, this is primarily a meeting that is held between the team who's building the product and that determines the priority in order to build certain features and the work that wasn't done in the previous sprint and why it wasn't done, and if there is something that we need to put forward in the subsequent sprint or put in the backlog per se. Number seven is stand-up meeting. This is a daily meeting in which team members briefly discuss their progress and any blockers or issue they are facing during the development of a certain feature or a product. So again, they broadly discuss what was done yesterday, what's to be done today, and are there any blockers with respect to what's happening. The idea here is that if the developer is their work early, or if the developer is investing more than required time on a specific product or a feature, we have the opportunity to pivot and move to something else which may be a little high priority from that sense. Again, the overall goal is to stay dynamic with respect to the development cycle per se. Number 8 is UAT or user acceptance testing. This is the testing of a product by end users to determine whether it meets their needs. So the idea is when you do the UAT testing, your entire team is looking at the data, interaction data, looking at the data to ensure that nothing breaks. And if the product is able to achieve what it was supposed to achieve during the development, if the product passes the UAT testing, only then the product move forward with the subsequent releases or the overall production release. Number 9 is user research. This is the process of gathering insights about the user needs from the market, their behaviors and motivation through methods such as interview, focus group, or usability. Number 10 is product launch. Again, the process of introducing a new product or significant update to the market. A product launch often involves marketing and sales efforts, as well as outreach to media and industry influencers. The goal of this activity is to ensure that at least the relevant target group or relevant personas are aware of something major happening or something new happening in that specific industry. But these are the next set of 10 product management terminologies I wanted to discuss in this video. I hope I was able to add value to you as an aspirant product manager or someone who's already a product manager. If yes, consider subscribing to the channel, drop a like on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much.